to red flag the event. They're going to stop the field, restart the race, and try and settle it.
To this point, let's see what they got. Oh, we got problems. Damon Lusk comes down. A hard hit. The number 9 gets spun around. That's Tim Russell into the wall hard. Boy. Damon Lusk was trying to come down. Frank Kimmel was just behind him.
I saw that coming, didn't you, Kenny?
Well, I didn't see it, but when you grabbed my arm, I knew something was going on.
Hard hit for Tim Russell right there. That's Matt Hagan's number 9 car.
Also involved the 55 of Damon Lusk.
Such a good run going to Damon Lusk. He was trying to make something happen. He was in the top 5. He went to the outside. I thought was a good move. Frank went with him. Then they came off of 4 right at the entrance to the tribal. They started
any longer.
Good sign, Damon Lusk being able to get out of his 55 car. What a tough break for Damon. Had such a good run going. You can see the frustration. You work all winter long to get here, like we talked about at the very top of the show, and you're within sight of a top 5 finish here with 3-4 laps to go, and something like that happens. No matter whose fault it is, it's just so. Peters at the very last instant sticks his nose up beside of Frank Kimmel, and that's where the contact came right there.
Also involved in that's the 65 of Justin Marks. Justin Marks, one of the drivers trying to compete for a championship this year in the ARCA Remax Series.
There's another hard hit. Thank goodness for the safer barriers. We touched on it earlier, Rick, and thank goodness for that. Here, going to get another look at it. You see Damon's coming down with the 55, and Frank gets squeezed in the middle, and there's a 65 right there with absolutely nowhere to go, Justin Marks.
Riding along, this is the 4 with Scott Lagasse, and that's what was taking place just behind him.
Here's Tim Russell right here. Let's see what his view. You see him right there, makes hard contact right into the safer barrier. Tough break. Remember now, all these guys are running in the top 10 inside of 5 laps to go at Daytona.
Everybody racing for position, wanting to have that top 10 finish.
Josh Wise with him. There's Frank in the 46. 3 wide, going in the tunnel.
Whoa, problems. Trouble. Gerhardt gets turned around. Shelter got into the back of him. Now he slows down. Gerhardt into the wall hard in the tunnel turn. They start to slide behind him.
Joey
nowhere
Miller's
to go
involved
on the racetrack.
A lot of damage. Ooh. Looks like the 47 came in there. Philip Magilton, there's the 07. Billy Tanner involved. It looked like Bobby Gerhardt has such a bad angle going in the corner in the tunnel turn that he tried to move up a little bit to get a little bit better angle, and then he made contact. See Bobby right there. That's a hard hit in that tunnel turn there. You get upwards of 190 miles. See if we can take a look back at it. See Josh Wise makes it 3 wide on the inside. It looked like Bobby. Obviously, Bobby in the 5 and the 60, Patrick Shelter made contact. I thought it looked like maybe that the 5 of Bobby Gerhardt tried to move up the racetrack a little bit to get a little better angle in. Then you can see the 32 and the 25 and the 39 all come in there together, make hard contact with Bobby, who's pinned up against the wall. Here's another view of it right here. There's the contact right there, the 5. Just clipped the left front corner of the 60 of Patrick Shelter, but turned him around in absolutely the wrong place. And he's sitting right up here vulnerable right now, and these guys have made some contact, and see the 32 and the 25 get together. Then the 47 comes in. A Philip Magilton, he actually went underneath the 32 car.
At the very beginning of that, we also saw Kimmel move by on the inside. We ride along now with Bobby Gerhardt. It's not over.
Wow, that
you would think it was over, but
that's secondary.
I ended up getting 3 wide somehow, I think, and I was in the middle and found a hole, and I thought I made it, but I guess I got piled somehow, and just unfortunate.
Ryan Fisher in the 25 rolls down the back stretch. The caution has come out, debris all over the racetrack.
Incredible. While we were talking to Dexter Bean there, that can happen. We saw that happen before in the Truck Series where somebody got forced into the outside wall and actually got up on their side. I believe it was Rick Crawford a few years ago.
Bobby Hamilton also.
Bobby Hamilton also. Patrick Shelter involved. There's a 22R pole sitter. Josh Wise got a piece of that.
The 4th caution coming out in a magnificent crash here by the 25. Ryan Fisher in that car for the first time this year. Again, that's a Venerini owned race car.
getting report. You see Michael McDowell stopping over there in turn 1 and 2. ARCA Remax officials will put this race under red right now so they can attend to Ryan Fisher in the 25 car, as well as clean up all the debris. It's all over the backstretch.
Out under his own power.
Yeah, it's great to see right there. A pretty memorable first start in the ARCA Remax series for Ryan Fisher.
Yeah. You hear the crowd applauding.
Side following Billy Leslie. There's Patrick Shelter. The 11 of Brian Silas makes contact. Wow.
Up into the wall. Patrick Shelter hits him, slides him up into the wall, and then the rolls begin.
It looked like the 25 of Ryan Fisher just launched over the 60 of Patrick Shelter. You see that car slid for a little bit right on the roof, right over top of the driver, but these cars are so well built. Here's another view. You see the 60 get sideways.
60 sideways and then into the 25. And like you mentioned, Phil, launched.
Yeah, from that first view, it looked like Brian Silas turned down, but once Patrick Shelter caught his car from being sideways, he actually drifted up the racetrack and made contact with Brian Silas.
Now Shelter's going to go to the right. That was Ryan Fisher in that 25, and again, Fisher is out of that car. They're going to try to put it. Racetrack gets by him.
It's not necessarily working for Philip Magilton right now.
Oh, trouble on the front stretch.
Alex Johnson.
Alex Johnson, the 31. We see the 34 of Daryl Basham also involved in this. Ooh, hard hit there.
Yeah, sure was. Alex was running up in the 6th position. Josh Wise, heavy damage.
Soreness for Josh Wise as he gets out of the burning number 22.
Yeah, the second team out of the Eddie Sharp stable. There's the 34, Daryl Basham, Justin Marks, and Philip Magilton. Trouble already. All
coming out
cars out on the outside wall there. Again, Daryl Basham is involved in that right there. And he was a car that was a lap down. Heavy damage there. Again, that's after the initial impact. Take a look from Philip Magilton's onboard camera here in just a moment.
This will be behind us.
Look up ahead now. Hard impact in the front stretch wall here. There is a safer barrier along the front stretch wall here at Chicagoland Speedway. Michael, by the way, you're leading, so pretty much everyone on the racetrack is going to see what you do right as soon as you do it.
Hear you, but we'll make them wait till the last minute.
All right, buddy, thanks.
You guys.